started that way, it stays that way.
Yeah.
How do you tag friend there?
Right there.
Oh, it's literally saying. Yeah, you can't rotate it back. That's what it's telling you.
Mm-hmm. Once you start,
That's it.
you can't tell me what to do, bitch. Fuck out of here.
Hello, ladies. I hope you guys can hear us better. We switched it up. So today, okay.
Oh, it's smart.
So today we're gonna be talking about walking away from a good thing, and I chose this topic because I feel like a lot of people feel that, not even that they feel, I feel like a lot of people mix happiness and healthy with the same. And when it comes into a relationship, you think a happy relationship is a healthy relationship, which is not true. People in toxic relationships and swear they're happy. People in healthy relationships and are very unhappy. But more importantly is the fact that when people are in healthy relationships, even though they're unhappy, they're miserable, they still feel the need to stay. They feel like it's wrong to leave because it's a good relationship, but you're unhappy. So at the same time, it's not the best relationship, because if it was, then you wouldn't be unhappy. So I really wanted to touch on those bases today. I could read my shit.
Oh, it's your computer.
I know. I don't know.
It's the Wi-Fi.
Needs an update, girl.
Oh yeah, it's real.
So I'm going to ask the question, and then I'm going to let all of the ladies answer. But before we get into that, I just quickly want to introduce the newest member to our team, which is Tasha. She's been in the group for a while, but she's actually a part of the team now, so you guys are going to be seeing a lot of her. So, yes, this is our love. And then this is my sister, my baby. And she's just a guest today. She said she's not going to talk, but she's going to talk.
She'll talk.
She's going to talk. So I'm going to ask the questions,
All right.
and I'll let you guys give your answers to it. So
Start with her first.
you on the end, we on the site. It's a site. You on the end.
That's how it works. Exactly.
I'll answer first.
I'm definitely gonna be talking.
He's a therapist.
Don't
Yeah,
Rashida's
Rashida's
Go ahead. Go.
psychology major, so she gonna be the therapy at the end. Yeah. So
Get a free session.
So the first question is, why don't we walk away from a good thing? What is your personal opinion on why if you felt your relationship was healthy but you was unhappy and you still seek more, why would you stay?
Just because the time that I invested is, yeah, that's a big deal.
I invested 8 years.
You know, and you're afraid of starting over.
Mm-hmm.
That new
Yeah.
Mine is the comfortability. You're comfortable.
Yeah.
You're so used to this person, to move on with somebody else is like,
You just don't want to deal with
yeah,
it.
it's a lot to move on to something new.
With all the,
what is.
yeah.
Like, I already know what I'm getting.
What if this is the like, this is it, this is the max? What if I leave this person and go to another person thinking it's greener on that side and it's not?
Anyway, the grass is greener under me. Demi Lovato.
Just water that bitch.
You water it. If you take care and nurture anything, it'll grow. So I could, because we're afraid that this is as good as it gets. As you already said, it's as good as it gets. Like, this is what it's
How
going
do
to
you
be.
know without going? And then you gotta come back to this person like,
I feel like you.
sorry.
I feel like you know.
Is that you or
No, that,
okay?
I know facts. But I feel like it's also, if this is as good as, why would I think, if this is as good as it gets, now I'm thinking on law of attraction thing, if this is as good as it gets, then also it could be even better.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, this could be as good as it gets, or it could be even better. Like, I always think if there's one good person out there, there's more. Like, you know, like, I don't want to be stuck on the idea, like, okay, you can provide, but there's probably another man that can provide. Your faults, there's probably someone who don't have your faults. They may have their own, but they may not have the faults that I don't want to deal with anymore.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So
That's scary.
That's the
Moving
scary.
on to somebody and you're like, he has all these good qualities, but
but
then
what's
the
wrong?
faults-
What's
Right,
fucked
'cause
up
there's-
about him?
exactly.
Like, damn, his feet stink.
Like, I can say
breath
I'm
stink.
breath
No, I knew you were
Tasha
gonna say that.
can't
Hey, I knew
say
you were
Tasha
gonna say
can't
that.
say
No,
If the breath
definitely
stink.
not. And you gotta smell good.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's-
clean.
I
There's
don't
a lot of
smell
men that's not
stanky,
clean.
musty.
Yeah. That's why I be like, especially like I like bigger guys. That's one thing I love about my man. Like, I say this nigga shower more than me. I be like, damn baby, This why you ain't never got no soap.
Right.
He always running out of soap. I'm like, I buy the same amount of soap. Like, you're always going in the mines. Because he's like, I'm bigger. And that's what he says. He said, I sweat more. He's like, I know when I'm so. He's like, I'm not going to wait till I'm smelling myself but as men really don't be curious. So to me, I'm like, I can't be with a nigga who ass stink. Because I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to have to tell you. Because I never had to tell my nigga his ass stink. Or if I did, it's just like, ooh, is that my ass or yours?
What?
What?
Because I'm smelling ass in there, and I don't want to just point fingers. So,
Oh my God, no.
but that would be like, but also
being comfortable.
with the person that you could say something like that. Like now you with a new nigga,
You like what the hell?
now you just gotta go home.
Like,
You just gotta go home and don't call no more.
right? That's
Block.
why I was like,
Just
oh,
block.
right.
Why you ain't call me no more? Oh, I lost your number. I'm sorry.
Get your ass stank.
My phone broke.
I won't. Yeah, my phone broke. I'm not. I will tell you. I'm sorry.
And okay,
It's not-
and it was the second. I actually had two answers to this question. It was like judgment, having to explain to everyone else why you decided to leave. People always assuming it's someone else. Because if you leave a good relationship, that's the first thing people think. Oh, it must be somebody better, or they found somebody better. Because why else would you leave a good relationship? And now you gotta always kind of confirm to people or explain to people.
Parents
Well,
at that. Parents. Well, why'd you leave him? He was a good dude. He provided for you. He did this. He did that. And it's like, well, you don't know what he didn't do, or what he did do, and I didn't like.
or you could just be trying to focus on yourself.
True.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's just people don't think that. The first thing they think is like, oh, you want to date other guys? It's like, no, I want to date myself actually.
Exactly. It's not always,
I want to figure out what I like. I want to take me out.
right. You don't always leave a relationship or situation
Or
because
another one.
you want to be jumping right back into something else.
Right. Sometimes it's because I'm tired of being with someone. I need alone time.
I need that
Right.
space.
Yes.
But a lot of times people don't see. And I feel like that also be a big fear why people won't leave because you just always have to explain. Even when people leave in bad relationships, they don't want to leave because then they got to tell everybody why they left. And sometimes you don't want to tell people why you left. It's in private. But like now, like if I bump into people, they always gonna be like, "Where's Chad?" You know, it's always gonna be where's Chad for years to come because there's so many people over and over. Every time people haven't seen me, they know I've been with him for like the last decade. So it's like, where's Chad? Oh, where's your man? You ain't with your man no more? What happened? It's always gonna be those like, we hate each other.
Right.
It didn't work out.
It didn't work
It
out.
didn't
Like,
work out.
yeah, you know, like.
And then when you say that, it's like,
what?
oh my God.
I would have never imagined.
Right.
I see y'all
Exactly.
getting married and having kids. Like, bitch, you ain't telling me, can you stop?
Right.
Like,
That's
shut
the
the
thing.
fuck
You
up.
see the outside, you don't know what goes on in the inside.
Yeah.
Right. You're not seeing what's really, like,
Right.
my day-to-day life. Like, how this nigga come home with attitude sometimes. And I'm like, what do I do?
How his butt taste.
How his ass be stinking. Sometimes he flop down on the couch and that.
Oh
couch
my
be-
God.
You just said this about those things.
I know, but
No, we just saying.
No,
No,
we
we saying.
just that's all like, cause that's the
I
shit you
thought you
have to
wasn't
deal
talking.
with.
You over there talking.
That's the shit I be like, if you
Right.
stink,
I talk too much and not talk. I just.
cause I'm like, if you stink, any of your ears stink. Like any ear you.
You smell yourself before anybody else does. So I
Exactly.
don't see
I
how
don't
people
understand.
walk
Unless
around.
there's something wrong with your nostrils.
Right.
Or they used
Or
to it
you
and think
used
it's
to it. You
normal.
so used to your own stink.
How do you think it's normal?
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
No, you can't get used to your own. So you know how people house stink and they
Listen,
don't
let
know
me
it's
tell you,
stink.
if I smell
Do my
funky smell
house
on
No.
myself, I feel
I'm
uncomfortable
telling you,
with
bitch, I'm like,
myself.
what's that
Yeah.
smell?
But I don't think men
You
are
know?
the same way either.
I know she would have been.
Because
Yeah.
their feet be stinking and they just
I
be
was like-
chilling, so I don't even. Your balls could stink too, and they just scratch, sniff, and move on. Like,
Right.
Oh, ew.
I don't know. I think men
Definitely
just
not.
And then want somebody to go down. Like, no,
Yeah,
that
I'm
shit
not-
stinks.
not
I
licking
lick
your
it.
balls.
That's
Oh,
what-
no, and I'll tell you straight up,
That
listen,
shit.
your ass funky, you need to go watch it. Straight up.
It's funky. That's the real stink. When it's funky, like that's hot.
Ew.
How do you respond to the comments if you can't see?
Oh, I know. That's why I was trying to go on there so you can see.
But
Right. You see, it should be right in our face.
Yeah.
Like, it
Yeah,
should be like
show
right there
good.
so we can see it. Well, if you do that, right, you can
This
see it.
one's bootleg.
yeah,
Yes.
this
Oh,
action
shit.
up, this action
I'ma
and
have
that.
So
to
should I
go
go get
check.
my...
Oh yeah, you can't get on your own.
I'm
Yeah.
reading my thing though.
Oh.
I have another phone there. We can get that and log in.
Yeah,
You wanna
looking
do
at yeah.
Yeah, let me go grab it.
I always hate when people go live and don't answer the comments.
Right, me too.
So
I feel
I'm
like,
not
nigga,
watching
we
you live
engaging.
for then.
Well, just
Yeah.
read it. Hey, like I'm gonna read
Okay.
these comments real quick.
So we gonna catch up on
Good
comments.
work while she reads.
Oh,
Who is? Hey! Intermission. We doing intermission.
we twerking.
Who
for
is
y'all.
K? Is K? I wasn't invited. His feet stink. Oh God. Hold on. Let me
Yeah,
go
no,
back.
Stink feet? I can't do stink feet. I would throw up.
That's it. That was the only thing. Everybody else is just watching.
Yeah, but stink feet, I can't do stink feet.
No, I can't do stink. I can do
'Cause
stink feet. Stink feet for a man is kind of normal.
It is, but-
especially if they hard working.
Yeah,
they got
no.
boots on
The
or
thing
whatever.
is, like, that's the
It's
one
the
thing that's
ass
on my
and
man
the
feet.
balls.
That's on my man that stink is his feet, and there's nothing he can do about it. He buy new work shoes, socks. He does all the
Right.
things. He buy the powders. It just don't. It's his feet be stink. But that shit gets me tight.
The moisture.
Like, I be like, when
in
you
them
come
You walked in
home.
yesterday, I was like,
Yeah, I'm like, when you come home and Chad knows your feet stink, you come home, you take a shower right away.
Where we going?
You don't come home and be chilling. You come home, you take
At
some
least
socks
soak
and
some
shoes
fucking
off.
feet.
Yeah, so do something.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Every time I do this now, it does that.
Make you log in again.
I don't. What do I do? That's
so
what I'm
that's
saying.
the
It just
update.
makes
Just
you
click your
log in
face.
again.
I've done this like 4 times, and
It keeps
That's
going
where
back
that
to it.
crap
So just go
happened.
to another.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Log into another account.
that's what I was saying. Somebody else log in.
Oh, damn. We should do that all day.
Now it's doing it on
Because
that
I'm
one
already
too. So I,
logged
need
in
to,
on like 3
I
accounts.
might end up shutting it down and doing a whole nother one because I
But-
can't.
Oh, you're not gonna
Hold
see
on,
the
it's not
comments
her
on
feed.
yours.
Yeah, she can, because she could watch the live and she could see who's commenting.
Gotcha. I didn't think about that. It's too much going on.
It's-
Y'all don't mind me. Today was a rough day.
Because
for
ain't
me.
nobody on mine.
It's okay.
Veronica,
Today is a rough
you
day.
supposed to be on mine.
Like, you supposed to be my view.
No,
sis.
I invited her.
supposed to
Stay
be
on
on
mine.
me.
You can stay on mine.
No,
It's
you have to
raining.
be on mine.
She's like, you supposed to
not
be on
raining.
mine. It's raining.
That's
It's
raining.
not. It's pouring.
Oh,
You just
God,
missed
it's good.
it. That's some
It's
Florida
good.
shit. That's some
For
Florida
real.
shit.
She's like, it's not raining. I just went outside.
And it's, no,
Literally.
it's pouring. That's rain.
She was scared.
That's
We
not-
just made it too.
You gotta be kidding me.
That's just funny.
Yes, that's how Florida be. Like, it could be. I don't
So,
understand
No,
yeah.
but
that.
that is true. But I literally just
That's
walked
why
out
I
there.
didn't want to walk to the
Nothing.
store with you. I got
Really?
really
She got on some sneakers with a dress.
Yeah, man, wow. She looked like she ran away, but we ain't
I
going.
don't know that child.
Back to the topic. It says,
All right, we back now.
it says, why do we only leave relationships once they're toxic?
Because that's what
That's
we can't
not.
enough.
I mean,
But
some
that's
people
not.
say.
Yeah, I was gonna
some
say,
people
but
say
see,
this.
first of all,
But why do
we-
people wait until that point? Like, you know, like I said, we don't leave healthy relationships. Why do we wait
Because
until...
they're fed up and they've already
Right.
got in their mind like, this is it. I'm done. Can't deal with it no more.
Word. That would be my...
yeah, it's like, okay, this is enough. I've been wanting to leave this shit. And
I've
now
been-
you doing this?
Right, that's what I said. There's an
Last
excuse
straw.
to leave.
That's
Right.
last
Now
straw.
you have that
Right.
excuse. Like, well, he did this, so he did that. Now when you want to leave, it's
But see,
like...
the thing is, you shouldn't have to make an excuse.
Right.
But a lot of people feel like they
They,
give an
no, but
excuse.
they do.
Yeah.
Because
it's
they're
like,
going to
you
answer to
shouldn't.
somebody else.
But you
I don't
should
answer
not.
to nobody, to be
Right.
honest with you. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. If I'm ready to leave, I'm ready to leave. I'm
If
telling you,
I'm
hey, I
ready to
left because
stay and be
I
done,
left because his nut was small.
right.
That's what I
That's
leave
it. I want to
Everybody have their own reasons.
Right.
reasons, yeah. But it's always that outside influence, especially society. I feel like now with social media and this and that, everybody can be in your business, everybody can see stuff. Even if you don't talk to these people, they'll still reach out like, I haven't seen you post this person. I'm like, damn. Like,
That's why I stopped
what?
posting.
Yeah, that's why I
stopped
don't
posting.
post chat at all.
I
If
don't
me and him's good, or if we bad, you don't know. Me and my nigga could be fighting and you won't know. we
Listen,
could be
either way it
happiest
goes,
in the
there's people
world.
that post shit and they not even happy.
Exactly, because
Yeah.
that's what I used to post. So we be fighting. I was like, I hate this. Like, and I be laying right next to him, posting a picture, and we be looking at each
Exactly.
other like,
Nobody
he's cute
has to know
here.
your
Nobody,
business.
yeah. That's why I just stopped posting.
Most of, and I don't really post much either, but most of what I post is of kids and
Right. Of my own self, my
Social
sexy
media
ass.
is so.
I do sometimes as well, too, and I'm like, oh, I ain't posted in a long time. Let me put some new pictures up here.
Yeah, that's how I was on Instagram, and people got their feelings
Plus it be
about
feeling
that
good
because
when
I
they be
post
liking
pictures
your
on
pictures
Instagram
and
now.
stuff, and
Now I'm
you
doing
know,
it for the gram.
Wait, what was
Now
the
you
question?
good.
on
I
the
do it
original
for the
question?
gram now,
Who
bitch.
said
that?
We'll talk later.
Yes.
But wait, what was the? It was why people.
Why
I
do
didn't
wait-
answer
why
the
do
side
you
to
wait?
went away.
Why do they wait until it's toxic to leave
Oh.
instead of leaving like right away?
When it's still good.
Like when it's going downhill, not even when it's toxic, because you don't wake up today and your relationship is toxic.
It's been.
It takes time.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
series of
sometimes you
events,
try
like,
to, because you can try to, but your partner won't allow it.
True.
You understand?
They're
Like,
not
like,
trying to grow.
You're like,
Yeah.
hey, listen, it's not working. It was like, let's work on it. Or they'll try to convince you, or the manipulation as well. Like, they're gonna make you feel like, oh,
that gaslighting.
yeah, you're like,
Mhm.
you're doing it for what? No, I'm not happy.
Yeah. I think it's one, like, hope you try to work on it, because if it got toxic and I've been with you for 6 years, like, you normalize the behavior, and you're like, oh, okay, cool, like, we worked on it, it's been a year, you're working on the same thing, but then it's like that false hope, even though you know it's not, and then also one person is not ready, so when it's toxic, it's like one-sided, and it's not, you're not gonna be able to you both get there, because you feel bad, like, damn, I love you, it's just like, I can't do that negative thing, but like, they're not there yet, and I feel like you compromise, which is usually the woman. And you take that. I lie, because there's some real toxic girls out there, and men that are.
That's why I
opposite, so I can't even say that. But
Eartha Kitt, I will always stand by what she said. When I was younger and I first heard it, I didn't understand it, but she was like, "You should never have to compromise for love." And I felt like love, yeah, it is a compromise. We're joining two lives together, but no, we're joining two lives together. So that maybe you're supposed to fit into my life. If how I am and who I am don't fit with you,
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to compromise who I am. And I feel like with women, we do that so much. That's why we always be unhappy ones in relationships. Because we compromise for our demands happiness so much that, like she said, even when it's toxic for us because it's not for him, we'll stick it out because we feel bad. And we want to make it work. And we don't want to,
If we were to roll the things around, what do you think?
Hmm?
The men would be real quick to be like,
Hell yeah, niggas leave. Niggas leave. Like, do treat them how they treat us.
Oh yeah, they out.
They out.
They can't
They
handle
can't
it.
do it.
They can't handle
But it's not even that
shit
they
that we
can't
do.
handle it. I feel like we always be like, we're stronger than men. No, we're weaker. They're stronger because they can love us so much, and if they're not happy, they will walk away. That's what makes them so much stronger than us.
Yeah.
We think we strong because we stick it out and go through all the hurt. No, we the dumb ones.
Right.
We the dumb ones.
Yep.
We
Damn.
stick it out.
Don't
And
do
we
us
think
like
that's
that.
strength because we let somebody walk all over us. And because we trying, we feel like that's smart. No. Sometimes you have to know when to let something go.
Mhm.
That's strength.
Yeah, you do.
And sometimes with men, that's why I always have that respect when men be like, it's over. Because little do we know, they tried. They may not have spoke up on it. They may have not said nothing, but they felt it. In their own little way. And then to the point where they're like, you know what? She's not seeing it. She's not this. And sometimes when our relationship over as women, we never take accountability. That's why we repeat the same things. And we think we meet in the same God, but no, it's because it's the same us. We bring it into a new relationship.
That's and it's true. That's why it's always good to work on yourself and you overcome that. Don't move forward until you actually
Find your faults. Be like, okay, I could have been better at this. Because no matter what, it takes two to tangle.
Mhm.
Nobody's perfect, so it takes two. Like, my man will call me out on my shit all the time. Curse me out about it. I go, you can say it better, but you're right.
Mhm.
But
yeah.
you can say it better. I'm gonna say that one more time.
It's the truth. If they say it in a certain way, you take it like, okay, you know what, maybe I do need to work on myself. But if they say it in a way you're like, fuck you too, bitch. You know, you
Like my homie, you tell me like, yo, you talk over me when we arguing or we having a debate, and I'll be like, you right. It's not like you never shut the fuck up.
Exactly. Delivery.
Delivery,
It's,
intent, delivery, like.
it's the truth.
That's how I was saying about
I
Chad
can
with
see
his
it.
chef thing.
Yeah.
That's how he is. Like, he was giving her instructions on cooking something, and his intent was good. Because
Right.
He wasn't giving me instructions, he was giving me unwanted opinions that nobody asked for.
and then his
Very
delivery
arrogant
was
way.
exactly.
Oh,
But-
that sounds
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds like men. I mean,
Yeah.
Everybody.
my bad.
Yeah.
Love
I mean,
me.
I sound sexist.
Yeah. So we know, but
It's true.
it's true.
Shoot.
It's true. It's like.
Y'all drink to that, huh? Everybody
Yeah,
took
we
a
gotta
shot.
drink to that one
Everybody
because
took a
we
shot.
all felt that in our soul.
All right, what's the next?
So it says, if it's meant to be, will it come back? Like leaving a good healthy, or society's deemed good
The
relationship.
question is, have you done it? So how you gonna know?
Word. That's the real question.
You're gonna need some
Yeah, I
girls
believe that's
connected to
true.
answer that. Because
Anybody left a good relationship and they came back, it worked out in the end.
Or maybe was it too late?
Right. And just because it comes back doesn't mean you give it the chance again. You know what I'm saying? Because I've had a lot of people from my past come back. And they still around. They still have the I want to be with you, but I haven't given it the chance.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, I left for a reason.
Yeah.
Have you grown?
Do you have a follow-up question? Victoria said
My
yes.
thing is once
Yes.
you actually
Successfully.
100%
Okay, so you
done
left
and you leave,
successfully, Victoria,
That's it.
and you left and it
Not
came
me.
back. Was it worth it when it came back?
Y'all
Was
got
there
kids
change?
now?
Was there growth? Or
Oh,
was
yeah,
it the
it's
same?
hurt.
I'm gonna get it.
It's delayed here. You don't even watch it on here. It's just delayed.
No, I know it's a little delayed there.
Yeah.
That's how loud it is in general.
Oh, that makes sense.
I think just
That's why sometimes you see people get a call and they come
I'm
back
mad
and
at
they
Veronica.
talk.
I know one thing, Veronica.
gotta
You
tag
better.
her in
I
it.
did. Watch.
Well, I tagged her too. So she
Am I
might
on
be
here?
Yeah.
I tagged her.
She said somewhat.
Somewhat.
Don't tag
Somewhat of
me,
it.
bitch. Nobody gonna watch you.
Did it work out
I
though?
know.
Like, are y'all
dang,
still
This
together?
is not right.
Like,
It
have
says
you
one
guys
person's
broke
viewing, but I
up, got
can't
back
see.
together,
Does
and
that
now
mean
it's working out better than it did the first time, or did it not? Coming back, it didn't change. It was you could guys can't make it last. No, because
Yes.
someone
Oh.
said no. Someone you said you have to
Someone
know.
said
She
it was
said
better.
it.
Said
They
just
said yeah.
no, it's better now.
Oh. it's
So
better.
what was the difference? What's
Maybe
the
they
change?
needed a
Like,
break
what was
and they
exactly?
needed to.
Did you have to realize that, damn, you know, he wasn't good? I mean, it wasn't
Certain
as bad as you
adjustments.
thought it was?
Right.
Well, maybe.
I
That
didn't
has
ask
to
her
make
too many
certain
questions at
adjustments.
once because now she's like, no, so I don't know which no is to. Oh, no change.
No change. Oh, he came back, but there was no change.
Some people just
So,
don't.
so
change,
how do you?
but
How
they-
is it better? How is it better than before? There
Is that
was
the
no
same
change?
person that
Yeah,
said
maybe
it's
she
better?
meant like. I don't know.
It's because it's delayed. That's why the response is.
Yeah.
But I
Bring
think.
her on live.
Oh,
I was gonna
join.
say, how do you do that?
Can you join?
You scared to come on?
Who's drinking some wine? Because I'm of course more.
Awesome.
Since you're gonna. Which
Yeah.
one?
On this. But I
How do
feel
you ask
like
someone to join? You hit the button.
no, they have to hit the button.
Oh.
No, mine said add them.
Well,
Unless
just
you,
you have
it
any-
asks them to watch, not ask them
No.
to join.
I should have bought some. I didn't know that.
Hot.
Oh, I didn't even bring the
This is
she's,
bothering
she's
me.
at work.
This
Oh,
is
she
really
at work.
bothering me.
It's
But-
all right.
Yeah, but I feel like if it's meant to be, I believe that's what my answer says. If it's
Get
meant,
off and go back
if
on.
it's yes, maybe leaving is what. Yes, my answer was yes. Maybe leaving is
No.
what you needed to grow, to learn to appreciate each other, and to break the routine and return the spark. Because I feel like that also be a problem with healthy relationships. It gets so routine because
Right.
you so
Exactly.
then the spark dies down, and then also you stop growing. Not saying like you may buy a new house, you may do this, but you and your relationship is not growing. You guys aren't growing. Or you as an individual, you be like, damn, I wanted to do this. I wanted to try this. You're not doing it because your life is so already set in routine. Breaking that routine is also disrupting that person's routine as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like even with me and Chad, there's little things I could change. It's gonna change his little routine as well.
Requesting people to join.
You just, I'm learning. Don't do me like that.
I seen it on my thing. Like, why she inviting all these people? Okay, now you tagging.
Right there. They don't give me an option.
Oh, look at that. Somebody refilled me.
Wait, there it is.
Yeah, Sasha.
Y'all casually drinking out here on me.
I know it's kind of I had a question and I lost it. Yeah. Oh, it's kind of off the subject, but how do you keep the spark?
I feel like that is the hardest thing for every marriage relationship because you gotta try different things. That's why I feel like sometimes separating is
It works.
not even just taking you don't have to move apart or like, but separating as far as like, hey, my life is gonna be my life a little bit, yours gonna be yours, so you can figure out what makes you happy, what's fun to you again, what's this, because that's what brought the spark together. It's like showing that person what you enjoy doing, and they're trying those things with you, y'all doing those
And
things
then it
together,
stops.
and then it stops. Yes, but also like
Why
I
the
can say
things?
with me personally, with Chad, he's always asking me what makes you happy, what do you want to do. It got to a point where I didn't know anymore because I was so used to us. It was just like, well, we already did all the things I used to like doing. What do I like doing now? I had stopped exploring myself. So I didn't have any new things. Then he would try to do things to make me happy and those things didn't work. So then he started feeling like he wasn't appreciated because I wasn't happy. And I'm like, it's not you. I have to figure out what makes me happy. You
Yeah.
can't make me happy if I don't know what makes me happy. I'm like, so
Yeah.
that's why I told him, I'm like, stop trying.
Yeah.
And he felt a way about me telling him stop trying. And then when I started finding things that made me happy because they didn't involve him, he started to get jealous. Like so jealous. He started feeling like, and that's why I was like, yeah, we probably need a break because I gotta figure out what makes me happy, and I don't want you to feel like I don't want you in that happiness, but I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, I'm trying things. Today this made me happy. Tomorrow I may do it, and I don't like this shit anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I'm figuring it out, baby steps. And I feel like that's when the spark dies down in relationships. Now y'all both trying to figure out, now we may be doing something together. Chad is having fun and I'm not.
Yeah,
And vice versa.
Yeah.
Because y'all not friends. Y'all not getting, I don't know
We
what it is.
friends,
I
but
don't
it's
know.
not even, we are
Oh,
trying to
share
figure out
your
my
life.
fun, each other's fun. Like, you try to figure out
Right.
what you like. And I'm trying to figure out what I like. I'm trying to do that at the same time.
Sometimes your happiness is not always the other person's happiness, and sometimes you gotta vendor.
Yeah, you gotta explore. Like, I feel like when you become in a relationship, you so stuck on this, we're one, but you're still individuals. When you die alone. He ain't gonna die with you. She ain't gonna die with you.
Oh, you can throw my ashes in my boo.
She's on my boo.
Kidding.
Man, so funny.
Yeah, I be trying
But
to
I
figure
feel
that
like,
out.
you know
How-
what I
how-
think it
how-
is with
how
this
do you
spark?
bring the spark back? That's what I
You
would
have
do.
to be what makes you fun, because then you're gonna want to do that with him in a fun way because you already enjoy it. It's different when you're trying to figure it out. Like, if I do something, I've done something with you a bunch of times. I can take Chad to one of our bars. I'm like, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna sit here, and we're gonna order this, and we can do, because I know I've had fun there. I've done it. This is fun for me. Now I'm introducing him to my fun. I'm not trying to figure out my fun with him. I'm bringing him on, and now I gives him the chance to enjoy this as well, rather than it's like,
Leave him out.
yeah, like Chad got into fishing. That wasn't for me. That was for Chad. So I'm going with him, but I'm not having fun. I'm not enjoying it. But now that he knows it, and he understands it, he's teaching me it. So now I have fun. I can enjoy it because he truly knows what he's doing now. He's enjoying it himself. Before, we both trying to figure something out, have fun with something we don't know, and it's just like, bro, this is your shit. You do it.
And I think it's about being confident in yourself and comfortable, and just about your comfort zone and being open. Because I feel like the spark dies if like your partner wants to try something new and you're like, nah, I don't do
Yeah.
that. I'm gonna step outside my home to do it, which I don't want you to do either. But I have to also be like, okay, I could do this and try this and experiment with you. I have to be open to. Like, or you know how guys might be like, oh, I'm into this now. And it's like, what do you mean get into that? Like, when did you get into that? And it's like, I don't know, maybe I seen a porno and now I want to try that or talk to someone. But I feel like women aren't always open to it, and that kind of kills the spark. Or even for like maybe men,
It goes
women.
both
Like, as
ways,
I was gonna say,
because
it does.
even the other way,
I was just gonna say that.
they
It
kill the spark too.
You
Now
try
they're
to do
like,
some new
can
shit, they're like,
use
where
it?
you learn that at?
Exactly. But it is funny.
I was
It is-
watching porn.
You know what's funny? It actually probably happens with guys more to women though too, because they're probably like, yeah, you cheating with their own insecure asses. But
Right.
It shouldn't always be something that they think of that's so negative. It could be.
Yeah.
I guess we
you
need
know.
to come off and say, hey, look, I want to try this new thing I sold. So that way you just,
Right.
in
And
the
that's
beginning,
also
you kind of let them know.
communication.
Yeah.
That's
In
the
the
thing.
beginning, you let them know.
If you
Yeah.
communicate, then
And-
you have no issues.
But I feel like
and being comfortable with your person though, because if you're not, if I start, I don't know, masturbating today, I'm not really comfortable with it. I'm not gonna want to come tell you fear of like,
Right,
if
or
I'm
show
just
you.
getting comfortable
Mhm.
with it. So it's like, then the minute you
Not
give
me.
me, you know, yuck my, I'm not.
that's his example.
But if you were a new
You know?
person, yeah. But if it was somebody you with for so long, like, look, I'm
But
about to
some
try this
people
shit.
are with
Watch
their
me,
partners
bitch.
and they're not really comfortable.
Comfortable.
Like
A lot
you,
of women
comfortable.
are.
People are with their partners and they're not
That's
comfortable.
crazy.
Like, you know.
I'm sorry.
I can't be with somebody I'm not comfortable with.
it's certain things people is
What?
not even what you.
Nothing.
She was like,
'Cause I'm not gonna comment on that.
But I feel like
we
also-
talking hypothetically.
I know.
boiling
Yeah.
down to even the sex thing, I feel like for a lot of women, while we don't be as open or as freaky further down, because the intimacy stops. All the extra stuff that used to make us open, like
Right.
when your nigga gets you open, like lately.
Foreplay.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, not even sometimes foreplay. You don't
Yeah,
gotta
No,
do like
that's a
shit.
big. That's a big deal too.
Yeah,
Like you
the
don't wanna-
foreplay, but I'm saying just the little stuff, like how they used to touch you, take their
Yeah,
time with you.
right.
Like sometimes it wasn't even all the foreplay. It's just like
You don't
they
even
got
gotta
to
touch me.
put their
Just talk
penis.
to you.
Exactly.
Talk to you a certain way. Text your ass before they get home. Some shit.
Or
so you
even
like,
just
oh,
like
shit, I can't wait for
lately,
this
like in the
motherfucker
middle
to
of the
go.
night, like you roll over, the way they grab you or kiss you on your
But I don't
forehead
really
or
think
kiss
it's
you on your
one
neck.
thing. I think it's both because like now you've been with someone for 8 years, so they're probably still doing it. But if I don't like you because you didn't wash the dishes or do whatever,
Right.
I'm no longer turned off. You might touch me. I'm like, yo, nigga, go do this. I don't know
Right,
you touch
right.
me
That's
now.
true.
That's
That's
So I feel
very
like it's
true.
accountability. They
That's
are
crazy.
doing it.
That's
That's
accountability. Is that
not-
being petty?
No.
No.
It's just like
you're.
it's like not having. You have control of your emotions, but it's just like I
You
can't.
already turned me off.
It's a build
like
up.
being in the bad
It's a
mood
build up,
already.
basically. Yeah, it's like you turn me over without trying to turn me over. Now you like. That's why I'm gonna be like, yo, you a bitch all the time. It's like, but you don't. I think it's communication. Because if I communicate every time you get on my nerves and you stop getting on my nerves,
Listen,
then
I don't
I don't know.
I don't care how much I communicate and let you know something. If it don't get done or it's gonna annoy me.
Yeah.
No, exactly.
And it's gonna
Annoy
take
me
Chad
more.
being like,
And
don't
I
touch
spoke on
me.
it.
Then they looking at you like, why you got an attitude, bitch? You
know
why I got an attitude. You ain't washed the damn dishes, or you ain't take out the trash, or you didn't clean up after yourself. And then gotta.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get.
Yeah, we not. That's a whole nother.
Definitely
Yeah,
not.
but that contributes to the
That
spark.
contributes
keeping
to
it
the-
alive,
it does.
like
because those attitudes, like
working,
those,
everything. I feel like regular stressors is
Hell
like,
yeah.
alright, like
your day-to-day stress.
who's thinking about having sex at 5 o'clock in the morning when I got work in 2 hours? Like I'm not, you know what? But men,
They
they're
don't give
all
a fuck.
so it's just like finding a middle ground. I feel like too, where it's
And
like
you've been
alright,
up all
cool.
day taking care of the kids. You went to work.
Look,
you done cooked.
exactly.
You done cleaned.
Throw
You
it
done,
all
and
in
they
there.
just went to work and came back, and now they ready to.
But it
Yeah.
can go the other way too.
It could go.
Because
It's
you know,
not
men can
necessarily
be out
women,
all
right.
day.
You being
working,
real biased,
tired,
but
and
it's
I feel like I just want to lay down
and cuddle, have
relax,
some
you know.
sex, and that's what
But-
Chad used to always say. He's like, I've been stressed at work all day. He's like, oh, I want to come home to a little love. I can't get. I'm just like, bro, I've been stressing at work too. Came home, I done cleaned
know,
the house
Deshaun
cooked for
does.
you, and I gotta give some ass up.
What?
But she may not be here live right now, but Love Asia, she does Yes She Speaks, and she did a live yesterday, and her boyfriend came on there. They've been together like 9 or 10 years, and Rodney was saying how he was like, they were speaking on monogamy, being in a monogamous relationship, how women want that, but we don't take it serious. And what her man was saying was kind of a point that my man used to say to me, and I'm like, yo, it's probably true. He's like, you make all this shit your day-to-day schedule. The cooking, the cleaning, you know what time you got to do this. We made sure we made time for this. He's like, so why can't I be part of your schedule? Hey, I know I got to suck a little dick at 3 o'clock. I got to do, and what he was saying is true.
Yeah.
You need to fit your man into your schedule, even if it's just sex. And it's like, well, we don't want it to be forced. But if you know what something you're gonna do, when you know you gotta cook, you still have the idea like, okay, you prepare for that. Like you know you gotta cook. Like you know you're gonna have sex with me tonight, or we're gonna do tonight's our night. Like tonight's our alone time. You prepare for that. You know what time I come home. You get yourself ready. You go take your shower. You do what you gotta do. Get yourself warmed up. You know, it shouldn't be a thing of like where I don't fit into your schedule. This always have to be spontaneous. Because, like you said, your life is already so
But who the fuck plans that?
a lot of married couples.
Listen, let me tell you.
I know.
I
I heard people was like on Wednesdays at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
No, it was kind of a joke between me and Deshaun, but we was like, we need to set a schedule. It's gonna be tonight at 10 o'clock. I
Yeah.
said, shoot, I'm gonna be watching my eyelids, I believe, at 10 o'clock.
Right.
But I was so tired. He was like, okay, well, let's do 9:30. Like just joking around, but kind of like trying to be serious
like,
at the same time because it's a lot.
You have
It's kind of like a date night because you get to build up like 3
But you
o'clock.
do need to
Ooh,
make
I'm
time.
going out.
Yeah,
But that's
I
why
do
he said
agree.
you
I do
ready.
agree.
That's
I
why
do
you start
agree
sending
that
the
you
freaking
have like
text.
one
Can't
day,
wait for
like
tonight.
Or
Wednesdays. That's gonna
every
be our
day,
day
whatever
that we-
the libido is decided on for everyone.
Yeah.
But that it can't be. Yeah.
Some people
another day.
really do.
But
it's like maybe I don't have to. Not me.
Nah.
I'm
Would
just
y'all
saying.
want to have
Like,
sex
I'm
every
not.
day?
I'm not.
I would like to have
I'm
sex
not
every day when I'm in
I
a
would
good
not.
relationship.
I'm sorry, my vagina.
I like to have sex every day,
Only in the
but only if it's like you said, you touching me a certain way.
Yeah,
you
I feel like
that's
like,
different.
yeah, no.
That's
So you didn't just make love.
No, I can't
You
stand
didn't
that.
make love. You got fucked. Okay, and now your shit hurts. Now your shit hurts. So then the next day you're not gonna want to do it. But if it's
Yeah,
like
it's in the bag and then you
sensual
like-
kissing, love,
Get me in
and
the
hugging.
fucking mood.
But you know what I was gonna say? That's why with the schedule.
Shit, I can be out the mood, motherfucker, and you can put me in the mood, and I'll be.
I gotta come back because you know what I said. Niggas will ask you what puts you in the mood and don't do it. I don't know if
Wait,
it
niggas what?
will ask you what put you in the mood, but don't do it. Like Chad asked me one time, like, what do you like? I'm like, I just like R&B.
Because they're
music, da, da, da.
lazy.
He brought the Alexa in the room. He set it up. He was like, Alexa, play this station because he got some station. It's on his music. Do all of this, not you, boo.
Listen to
Not
Coming
you.
on.
Right.
Not you.
Oh, you gotta get
The one at my
fucked
house.
out.
But he did all of that.
And then was like, so
Not
suck
one
my dick
night
now?
when he was feeling on the booty, he was like, Alexa, drop that beat.
Look,
Not one
No,
night.
but that's true. Like,
But it is
you
like
know,
they know what to
shit
do. They just
does
don't want to
change.
do
No,
it.
but being with someone for so long, it does change a little bit.
Because if they
And
was, if
I
you was to
think
break
that
up,
you don't get so comfortable.
Once that's even,
when they want a new booty,
not
they're
even
gonna be
that.
like, Alexa, put that R&B on.
But not even
because
that.
they
Even
trying
if
to
they think you about to really leave, like Rashida always,
Oh,
Rashida's
yeah.
dying organism thing is like the perfect analogy. When you was telling me, it's like a dying organism. When you feel like this is it, it's about to be over. That's when all those real emotions come out, and that's why y'all always have like the best sex when y'all break up. Because it's like this is my last chance. Like
Listen,
the last couple of nights
y'all
have been like the
men or
best
women, whatever y'all going through, y'all need to pretend like it's your last time.
every time.
Every time.
That's for real because the last time
That's the
when
truth.
you think it's the
When you
last
fight,
time,
you know that when makeup sex is the best sex, they always say that because
I miss you
that,
sex.
Yep.
Like if you guys broke up, y'all ain't talking around, you ain't seen, it'd be like, I'm gonna fuck you like I ain't gonna never fuck you again. And
Then you end up back together like fuck.
Yeah, nah,
How this
exactly.
nigga get here?
When you
And then
go
3 days later, that shit is
Go right back to
same
routine.
sexual
Exactly.
routine.
3 days. It don't even be a week. Rashida's so right. 3 days, you be right back to the.
How do you bring them on camera? What do you do?
Press the
Yeah,
button.
If they put that, does that mean they want to?
No.
Okay.
You'll see it. It'll pop up like.
Sorry,
that.
y'all. I'm new to this. I'm gonna get used to it.
If they do that,
But that's what I'm saying with even with the planning, it's like.
I don't
Yes,
know.
I need time,
don't really.
but if you do foreplay, then you don't have to plan it. It's intimacy.
No,
if we just
I
sat
like it
down
just
after
to
dinner
happen.
and watched
Right,
the
I was
movie,
just about to say
yeah,
that.
I couldn't plan it. It's like
Listen.
it's like, oh, you gotta fit me into your schedule, and it's like, no, you could come home from I could come home from work and you could just eat my pussy, and I'd be like, okay, like but like
Right.
actively into it, not just I'm doing this to whatever. I just feel like men, everything's like very intentional. Like, okay,
if
this
you
is what I
plan
want,
it,
so I'm gonna do
you're not
this.
gonna. I don't
It's
think
not
you'll
gonna be the
into
same.
it. Right? Because
No,
it's like,
it's not
okay, I
gonna be the
have
same.
to be here at 8:30.
Yeah.
I
It
have
feels
to
like
do
an
this at
obligation
9.
now. It's
Yeah,
like, I didn't
no.
really want to cook dinner, so
Right.
and it's on the schedule every day because we have to eat. I don't want to
Exactly.
do one of
Because you
those
gotta
things.
survive. But sex is not. I mean, it is kind of essential. It relieves stress.
Yeah, but it's more of a. I think it's more of a mental thing, and people just fuck that up because it's a mental thing. Like, I'm not. Well, maybe it's not for everyone, but
It is a mental thing.
like it's mental.
when you're
so,
more
like, you
into
just
it,
do
when
like,
you're more into it mentally, it
Mhm.
feels so much better.
yeah.
It
It
does.
feels so much better. Like, a bitch don't have to
Definitely
even
does.
go inside me. As long as you saying something, touching me, and
Right. If you're like, if you're that if you're that
You
into
gotta
it,
touch
it's
me.
like,
Nah, you lying.
shit.
I'm dead serious. When I sit down on the phone with Louis Strobby here.
close that.
No, but I'm sorry, guys.
Mine's starting with corn chips.
Oh yeah,
My stomach is
You need to eat some real food.
No, I can't. I'm scared to. Sorry, y'all. That's why I got fat girl problems now. I don't give a fuck. I'm hungry
Shit.
right now. I just.
No, I mean, sex is good, but I ain't gonna say I can live without it, but I can go a while without it.
I
Me
can go
too.
a long ass time without it.
And you know why? Because you don't get
That's
what you
all I
want.
have the cookies. That's it's crazy.
If you was getting what you wanted,
Who
every
farted in
time.
here? One of y'all got
It's so
stink
funny.
booty.
If you.
It's so funny.
Oh, nigga.
Look.
Nigga said, who farted here? What are y'all farting?
First of all, it
Don't
doesn't
lie.
smell like a fart. It smells like freaking corn chips. So you would say feet or something.
Right.
Feet smell like ass.
But like,
If your ass smell like that, you need to go to the doctor.
Hey, you go to the doctor for real.
What? Sorry.
I
But
think
listen.
booty smell like cheese,
oh
but
my
not feet.
god. Can we get off the booty smell? Maybe she just threw it all off. But like I was saying, you would want to have sex every night if it was what you wanted.
No,
Like, hold on. If you went into that room and you knew you was about to get touched
Nah.
a certain way
Hell yeah.
and
I'm
bust
like-
a certain way and get fucking
All
just-
day I'm thinking about that shit. I'm like,
Exactly.
yeah.
So when I get
That's
home
what I'm
later, oh shit, I want that fucking dick again. Or not even
Yes,
a
I'm a
dick.
whole bag.
It's the way, no shit, I want to, if it's the way you want it, you're going to want it every day.
You gonna.
You're going to want it every day. If it's the way you want it. You don't want it because you're not getting it the way you want it.
Maybe sometimes, and sometimes for me, it don't be
Don't.
even the sex, it be all intimacy stuff. I just need a couple.
That's what I just
strokes
said.
and
I
I'm
don't
good.
even need to, you don't need to, intercourse does not, this is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking
There's a
about the
couple-
fucking,
Yeah,
Yeah.
the fucking
Rub
I'm
my
not
feet,
gonna
kiss
call
my
foreplay.
legs.
That's not just-
Whispering
that's
in the
not
ear. No, it doesn't
foreplay.
have to be
It's like-
sucking
it's
dick,
just
oral sex.
intimacy.
right.
It's just
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The romance.
Affection, because that's what they be like.
Affection,
Oh, you're not
you know.
affectionate enough. Because I'm like, as soon as I be affectionate, you think you're hard. So
Exactly.
you can do that.
That's the thing with men. Like women, I could literally. Okay, you know what I was the post you put about the yoga.
Mm-hmm.
I would love that. That right there is so much intimacy, so much. Just,
yes.
you're just in their face, just stretching and kissing and smelling, and you know
I'm
all
gonna
that.
be pregnant because your energy gonna get me pregnant. I'm gonna be pregnant. I'm just like, oh, we having our first baby, y'all.
I'm extremely angry.
You love it.
That's why you didn't
It was
have
on
to
the,
take it.
it was on
It
the
must be
counter.
in the fridge. You were supposed to be over there.
They never took it. I knew y'all was coming back.
I didn't. I took the
What
cups and everything.
Yeah, liquor.
but we left it at the house. Oh, but she brought
It's
it
probably
right
in the
home.
refrigerator.
No, it's on the
Oh, it
counter
is.
with the coffee in
No,
it.
but I picked it up and brought it over to my bag, and then I was positioning everything
Y'all
in
don't
the
mind.
bag.
Sex is definitely essential. It is.
Oh yeah, sex is essential because it's
Look, I'm not even paying
intimacy.
attention.
That's what draws the difference between a
Wow.
friendship and a relationship. Is the sex. That's
Okay, my bad.
no, I didn't know. I was trying to move it.
It's not always about sex.
It's not always about sex.
I
but
can't
that's-
stand that shit.
No, but that's what draws the difference. Cause you could be with me and Chad. That was my best friend, and me and Chad don't really have a date
This is what I was looking at.
because we never had a
This
for sure date. We was always just
No.
friends. That was my best friend. We had the best friendship.
No.
Started having sex,
Not me
and then
and
he was just like, "Oh, that's your boyfriend. That's your boyfriend. That's your boyfriend. That's your boyfriend." I'm like, "That's my friend. That's my best friend. That's my
Yeah.
friend." So that's what kind of changed the whole dynamic of our friendship from like friend, and then it's like, okay, I don't want you fucking nobody else either.
Yeah.
So, but that's how we could still be together today, because that's what we built our relationship on, was our
I see
friendship.
that.
Sex
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
kind of turned it into like,
Yeah.
oh, now that's my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like outside of that, nope. It was that's my friend. That's my best friend. Even when we was having sex, before everybody knew, that was still.
Oh, I was so
Friends,
smart this
but-
way.
I don't know why it
Instead of me
won't.
holding it in my hand
When
like
I go this way, it don't go. You gotta shut off the rotation thing.
I don't know what that.
I'm about to shut you
Is that?
up.
Oh, that is that.
But yeah,
You gotta shut the rotation thing off.
but
Yeah, but then it's gonna be stuck.
yeah.
Or maybe you just need to go.
You
shoot.
want it to be
I don't know.
stuck sideways.
You know.
Oh yeah,
See? Now you'll get what I'm saying when she puts it down.
Veronica's gonna get cussed out.
See how it does that? It won't go.
Yeah, why not? Because that's how.
Or, well, our original question was, what if this is as good as it gets?
Right.
My answer was actually then
Damn, that
appreciate
sounds
what
like
you did
sad.
have.
Jesus Christ.
Focus on what you've learned for that, and learn to love yourself and what you can do better to be a better person and a better lover in the future. So I feel like that's literally what it is. If it's as good as it, like
If
you know,
it is as good as it gets, don't you just fix
I was
whatever
just gonna say
issues
that.
it is that you're with the person that you're with instead of starting
no,
over?
because if it's as good as, I feel like you can, but a lot of those times, those issues is who the person is. That's why you left in the first place.
Yeah.
So it's not something you can just go back and fix. If they ain't changed, they ain't changed.
Right.
So that's when it comes to
But
like
it still
if
boils
it's
down
you.
to what you said too. It may be certain things that you can't deal with, but with this person you can, and then you
But
know.
that's also what comes in with, if it's one good person, there's more. So
Yeah.
if you is this, there's definitely a replica of you. If not somebody who's just 2% better. Like somebody was telling me, they was like, you looking for the 8 and I'm already giving you the 6. And I'm like, but I could probably get the 7. You know?
Or the 10. Shit. You
Or
don't
the
know.
9.
You
More
don't
than
know.
even what I'm looking
Yeah.
for. Somebody
Where did I
can
see
give me
this?
more
I
than what
said
I'm
maybe-
looking for.
Where did I see this freaking little thing at? It's like maybe you're blocking your blessings by being with this person.
Hell yeah.
And-
Because you thinking it can't get no better.
Right.
And you over here with the 6, and there's a, like she said, a 10 out there waiting to love you and give you everything, and you
Much
just
more
stuck
and like
in this one position with this one person.
I think that's that fear. It's not really the you don't think it gets any better. It's the fear of being alone or like not finding that.
Not
Exactly.
finding it
we
yet.
all know
But
it's
it's out
better,
there.
like,
When
It's
you
out there.
separate, you're gonna be by yourself until you
Yeah.
yes,
find
but
one.
that's the thing. That's the problem with a lot of people. They're afraid of being alone.
That's like the
And
fear. It's like work on your own
You need
shit
to
then.
learn how to be alone because if you don't
That's
find
big in
somebody
life.
you're good and you're in love with yourself, you're happy with yourself.
I was the only way you can. I feel like you get what you bring to the table. So if you only bring in a 6, then you're only gonna get a 6. If you're like content with yourself and everything, and you're good, you're like, this may be it, this may not be it. Then you might find that 10 because you're not gonna be desperate. You're not gonna be whoever fucks me. You're not gonna be whatever. Who can make me smile? Whoever doesn't do what this person does is like, maybe I will,
Right.
maybe I won't. Like,
Right.
That's where that self love really
Or
does
why
come
you
in.
don't make
Yeah.
your 6 into a 10?
Because
Nah,
you
nigga,
can't
we
force
ain't
people to grow.
fixing no
I'm not
niggas.
fixing nobody. I gotta fix myself. I'm
They
already
have
gotta
to
work on
want
myself.
to do that.
Exactly.
Anybody has to want
Yeah.
to do something.
I'm already
and they'll
fixing
do it for the
myself.
right person.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And it ain't you if they.
So if I gotta
6
force you to do
Yep.
it,
5
then I'm
years
not the
later.
right person.
But
to
not
do it.
not forcing, just telling them what you feel.
Listen,
like
because
if
you
you
talk to
let
them
them
and when
know-
you leaving, you already had those conversations.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. If you're doing the thinking
Right.
of the why you
Basically-
stay with them and leave when it gets toxic. Oh,
Yeah.
I told them and all. Da, da, da. Yeah,
Yeah,
but I tried a lot.
It's just not
I
A lot.
Like, you know, if when someone changes, like, temporarily, and it's like, okay, so you changed for 3 weeks and went right back to your own
They
ways,
change just
that
to
means
keep
you,
you.
exactly.
And
Exactly,
they usually
yeah.
only change for 3 weeks. It don't even be that long.
Oh,
It don't
that's
even be
pretty
that
good.
consistent.
It takes 21 days to form a habit.
Nah,
So it's
Exactly.
like,
They
you
make
need to
definitely
it,
not
if they
right.
make it 3 weeks, they'll be a new person.
What the hell is
Right.
scratching
But they ain't
my
gonna
foot?
make it 3 weeks.
Right.
They gonna make it a couple days. And that's why everything, like she said, the sex would be great. You'll go back, and then 3 days later, it's right back. Like, why did I do this?
Right.
Why did I come
That's why
back?
sometimes it's better to let go
Get out.
and move on.
Get out, sir.
Because you know that it's not gonna ever change, but yet you still go back.
Right.
And you can say
Sometimes
the
it's like
relationship.
just cut it off and just
It's also like she said, comfortability. It's being so comfortable, and you know what you're gonna get. Going back to that, you already know what you got to deal with. For me, it gets to the point where
get
it's
out your
just like-
comfort zone, goddamn it.
Exactly.
That's what
Get
I was
out
like,
your
yeah.
comfort zone, and not even that. Stop. I feel like this is why I always give people benefited out. The person who was saying I could be a 6 out of your 8, I was telling them, it was like, I'm like, I get everybody benefited out. So you could be my 8, and you don't even know it, because you don't know what my 8 is.
Right.
But somebody else could be my 10. And I don't go into any relationship looking at people like you could be what I came from or this or that. And that's why a lot of people don't leave, because they go into new relationships with, oh, he's probably like this, or he's probably like this, or he's probably like that. So I'm going to stay with what I know. I'm going to have to deal with that
You gotta have an
anyways.
open mind. You have to be, you know.
No.
I feel
Who
like
says
that's
you
when you
have to
go
deal
with your
with that
baggage, and that's
anyways?
when you're not healed, though.
Yeah.
Like, so I
Exactly.
feel like
That's
everything
why-
that's like saying, it's like when you're not leaving a relationship. You know, it's like when you leave something good, then it should be left on good terms, and you should be good or whatever before you go into the next one. Because those things
Most
only
of
really
them don't
happen
end
when
that
you're
way,
not
though.
ready.
Yeah.
You're
It
going in
can't,
that
because
way,
we
then
wait
you
till it
should have
gets
stayed where
toxic
you
to
was
leave.
at. Now I would say,
There's some
I
out
don't
there
even
now.
think it's like comfortability. It's comfortability, but like who's comfortable with like being disrespected and being this and being. I feel like it's more like I need to work on something. Maybe there's some drama or something I gotta work on, or mostly fear, because why am I really staying with you? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
And
why
I don't
am
mean comfortability
like-
as far as like what the situation is. Comfortable as in
With the
knowing
person,
what
yeah.
you know what you gonna get. Because with somebody new, you don't know what you're gonna get.
Wow.
So being comfortable, you know, like okay, if I get him mad, he gonna act
I'm
like this.
slouching. I hate sitting like
Oh,
that. 'cause
I'm
I
always
sit
slouching.
I'm always
straight.
slouching. I know it's
don't
bad.
Look, I
hate
put this
it.
back behind him
It's
because
because
of
the
the
boobs.
Yeah,
The
so I was like,
boobs
damn.
Especially because I'm so
I ain't
slinky
got
already,
boobs, so
so I
this
can't
my
stop.
overly,
I just
overly arched,
Little bit.
brolic shoulders slouch, and it's not.
I feel like with comfortability comes in with the fact of being comfortable with what you know you're gonna get. So like, if I say this, I already know how my man's gonna respond. If I do this, I already know how he's gonna respond. Now the new person, I don't know. So I'm comfortable with the response I'm gonna get because I know how I need to react. I know how I need to move. I know what I need to do.
Yeah.
And attachment is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
I read this study and they were saying how the romantic phase of relationship only lasts the first year. After that, everything else is attachment. And if you realize that, you just become attached to that person. That's usually, even no matter how much you feel like, oh, we're still so in love. Yeah, you are in love. You still, you all of that. But you're more attached to that person than that romantic love. That's why the newlywed stage is even a thing. Because that's that romantic burst of love, overriding of adrenaline and hormones and sex and bliss. And then after that, it's just like attachment and routine. Now you start becoming routine.
Right.
Now it starts becoming routine. And don't have to get pregnant in that first year of romance, because now you feel like you have to stay, you have to make it work.
Yeah.
Stop talking about me, bitch.
Stop talking about me.
Like I said, now I'm
But it's
here.
the truth.
You do. You get stuck in that,
You live and you learn.
hell yeah.
Hopefully you learn faster than your life is over.
That's why I was like,
Because, you gotta be happy.
you do. That's,
You have to be
I
happy.
think that's what we fail to believe, that we have to be happy. Or we should be happy. We
should
settle
settle.
for so much.
Yes,
Settle for so much.
Yeah.
Or it's because you don't want to leave this, like you said, and then start dating and you realize these motherfuckers ain't shit.
but I'd rather,
where I was in.
and that's
Right.
one thing I learned. I would rather
Exactly.
see. I'm a person that I love to try and fail. So fuck it. I'm gonna try and fail. At least I tried. I tried to find better. I tried to get myself better. I didn't sit here and just be in this fucked up relationship all these years and complain and know that I got less than I deserved and never tried to see if there was better out there for myself.
And that's
Right.
that's true.
Like, I got to the point where I'm like, I can't do that forever because who the fuck am I gonna blame?
yourself.
That's like
I'm gonna
you're
keep
just-
blaming him
like
for
what I
being
said
who he
in the
is.
beginning. I'm in because I feel like I invested so much time. But do you want to invest another 10 years?
Exactly.
And be miserable and not be happy, and what you never know within those 10 years what you can accomplish and
What you can
other
advance
shit.
on.
It's like,
Like,
you could find your person within 2 years. Like, some people literally find their person.
Some
they get
people find
married
their
and
person
married
in a
and
couple
married.
months, yes.
So it's just
You know,
like another 2
In 2 years, they be
damn.
done married, bought their house, living in dreams, and it's like, yo,
And
I was
you're
holding
doing
her back.
so
Yeah,
much
I was
stuff
holding
in 2
her back.
years when you
Yup.
was with somebody
For 10
10
years,
And
and
it
you
was
ain't
like
been half of that in 10 years. And in 2 years, you done explored. Like, but it's that fear
That
of
leap.
not, but me, I'm to the point where in life where it's like, I learned that, and I always say, I don't want to be I don't want to be the person I speak about. And what I mean is that practice what I preach. Oh, I hate when people do this. Or I hate when people do that. Then do the same thing.
It's
Like,
easy to tell
That's
somebody.
why
yeah,
we
like,
talking in podcasts.
hate to do that. So that's why I'm
I
like,
ain't gonna be
I hate
one
when I see
hypocrite.
older women in relationships and you be like, yeah, he been doing this for 15 years. 15 years, man.
right.
I'm about to pass out for you because I'm exhausted.
Right.
But why would I stay and then one day I gotta tell somebody else, well, you've been doing this for the last 15 years.
Seems like stupid you.
And now I'm the same dumb bitch I was confused
Yo,
about.
at year 8, you wasn't like, what the fuck is good?
And that's why I'm like, year 8.
It
I'm
shouldn't
like,
even take that fucking long.
you know, hey,
But hey,
You know what?
You gotta
I-
make your work.
Is
Time.
that
You know at 2, 3, and 4, like okay, it's enough.
yeah,
that's the
but
thing,
that's
like,
the
I'm
thing.
in the-
Then you get stuck.
But then
in
you
these
say what you
damn
just
things,
said.
Like,
I invested 2 years.
boom, there goes another two.
Boom.
I
There goes another
invested
two.
5
And then,
years.
you know,
Next thing you know, it's 20 years down the line. Like, damn.
And
what
Also,
did
I feel like
do?
it's age because you
me trying to
was
be here till I was
younger.
19,
So
right?
it's just
So
like,
I'm
at
Hey, I
19,
started
I
young
didn't think
too,
it.
so
So
it's
it's
like,
like,
yeah, we've been
I
together.
guess this is why people cheat.
And not even, I feel like it's the
it seems
same
like I've
stuff.
not been in by myself. Like I've always been
Boom, in a relationship. That's what I'm saying.
Like,
I
I've
need
not
just
had
need.
time
It's
to
not even the
myself.
fact of
That's
him.
me.
Sometimes I
So-
just need space for me.
oh my wait, I don't know. Tell me if it's a person. So why are you still with the person? So why are you still with the person?
What you mean?
I don't
Why?
know.
If
When
you-
you were saying it, like I'm like if you need time to yourself and like all these. Like,
No, I'm saying I've been married 3 times.
Oh.
So she's always been in a relationship.
So every
Yeah.
once I got
Yeah.
and it makes sense to as work on yourself, figure out yourself, be happy
Spend
with
time.
yourself,
Yeah.
because then whoever you do end up meeting or being with, then you're going to enjoy it and not,
Be
like you
bringing that
said,
same-
bring up this energy with this relationship because you think this and you think he's gonna be this way in the back of your mind because you're so broken.
Yeah.
And
that-
tainted.
You know, it's like
And
So,
that's why I'm just saying people, me and Chad, it's like we don't have a bad relationship, we have a great relationship. Like if you didn't know, you wouldn't know. Our day-to-day life goes the same. But it's to the point where, like you said, I've never lived for myself. Even when I moved here by myself, everything
for one, I
I
had
did, I still
kids
planned.
too early. So
See,
that's a big
that's what
difference
makes it
too.
worse. I don't have kids.
See, but
I don't have kids, and my life
She was like,
revolves
damn, I
around.
don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's why I need that time, like, to figure out my love myself. It's always been taking care of, like, my little brothers and sisters, helping my mom, taking care of my dad,
yeah.
being in a relationship.
But you still have responsibility on other like.
Yeah, it's always been a responsibility.
Yeah.
I've never been my sole responsibility. It's never just been like, okay, wake up today, I only got to focus on me. Think about me. Decisions are made revolving solely around me. It's never been that. Even when I was
Yeah.
here by myself, my decisions was like, okay, well, if I make a decision today, it's going to affect tomorrow. And tomorrow, he's supposed to be here. So that's going to affect our future. So every decision I made, even by myself, I still had to make
Right.
somebody else. I've
Yeah.
never.
You had
And
to
that's what, like,
include
that's what makes me
that.
unhappy. It's not that he's like, my plant died, he'll go buy me a beautiful plant, more beautiful than the plant I was trying to grow. To just like, see you, it doesn't,
Yeah.
you know, those little things, but it's just, it don't matter, all of that. I've never just, like, even now it's the first time, like, I do stuff for myself. I go out for myself. That's why I can get the whole bringing baggage from, like, if I was to fall in love with somebody else right now, which I don't think I even could, but if I was to fall in love with somebody else or meet somebody else, I'm like, oh my God, I like this guy, I want to love him. It wouldn't work.
Yeah.
It wouldn't work because you're gonna make me happy today, and now I'm like, this ain't it. This is not what's my happiness because I'm searching for myself. So finding something to put in that
Right.
place, and I feel
Exactly.
like that's what a lot of women do.
It makes sense.
You find you
It
searching
does.
for your happiness
Yes.
and put somebody in that place,
Yeah.
and then
And in all reality, you're trying to find happy within yourself.
it's within you. You have to find it with.
Because if
That's
you
all
don't have it within yourself, like I say, I have a tattoo on my body. says love yourself first, or nobody else will
Mm-hmm.
or can. In other words,
And
because
or can, that's the
it's
most
true.
biggest thing.
Yeah.
Because if you can't find love within yourself, how are you gonna allow somebody to even love you or be a certain way with you,
Mhm.
and you don't even feel that within you?
That's what I was like
Or you
with the
don't know how to
happiness
love
thing.
Or you don't.
Exactly.
That too. Yeah.
Like,
How you allowing somebody else to love you their way?
Yeah,
You don't
but
know.
you don't even know the way that you really want to be loved, or
and you
how
probably
you
not
know.
even accepting that love. Like,
Yeah. So, I mean,
Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense because a lot of women aren't that way.
yeah, you.
That's
And it's not even
That's
just
why
women
they
because
say
there's
that,
some
though.
men
It's
that
like,
they
oh,
go
men do
both
that.
ways.
No,
because they don't
Men
know.
thrive on that.
Yeah.
Men thrive on that. That's why they get so attached to women and get crazy, or they don't get attached at all. They don't attach themselves to women because they're looking for that happiness, and they know that, and they don't want to put that on you. They know, no, I don't want her to be my happiness. They know that,
Yeah.
and the men who do it, that's why they get so attached because you are their happiness, and if you ain't there, now they got to figure out what makes them happy again. Now they got to start over.
Yeah.
Now they got to be miserable again. They got to be sad. They got to go through those mood swings. And it's like, nah, I just rather stick this out. I'm going to make this work. And they will force it to work because that's their happiness. That's why I said men are stronger than us because once they realize this bitch can't make me happy no more, they will leave. They don't care how much time they invested, how much energy they invested. They will leave because you are not my happiness. And that's why I feel like that's what makes them stronger than us. Because we'll invest that into them and they'll be like, hey, he's not my happiness, but I can figure it out. Like dumbasses.
Right. Yeah.
I can figure
No.
it out. I can make it. I can make this my happiness. No, you can't. You can't make this your happiness. You can't make this work. But
But yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I think that's but
I'm sorry. There was a little incident earlier, but yeah, this is so funny.
Time to wrap it up.
I think we had one more question, honestly, and that was the wrap up question. Let's see. The last question. It says, "Why would you leave in a healthy relationship?" I think we kind of spoke on this a little already though, but it's like because people outgrow each other. Just because you aren't as happy as you used to be doesn't mean the relationship is bad, and it doesn't mean that walking away is because is the only option. But walking away while it is still good on good terms is the best chance you have at to preserve anything that you have from that relationship, even if it's just the friendship. Which is true. If you want to preserve anything, if you really care about that person, like I said, happy relationship, like healthy. That's why everybody leave and hate their ex, because they don't leave when it's still healthy, when you can still preserve anything. But I'm still cool with this person. I always leave when it's like that.
I can do that.
I can
I
I can
And remain
definitely
friends.
get along and I can still communicate like just fine. Easy going, breezy. It is what it is. But a lot of people and a lot of men, they can't deal with that. Like,
Yeah.
You know
like,
why?
hell no, I
You're-
can't be a friend
yeah,
because
I
then they
feel
look
like
at
you
you
was
and
their
say
happiness.
I
So
was
now
gonna
they're
say, I
looking
feel
at their
like it's
happiness.
because you were ready to leave it. Because if you weren't ready and they did it, that's what make you bitter. It's like, nah, I wasn't ready to leave you. What do you mean? I want to be your friend now. I don't want to see you moving
So clearly
on.
then you
But
should
men just don't be ready because they're selfish. They're like, I ain't gonna be. Men.
I to let my happiness walk away and go make
Yeah.
somebody else happy because that's all they see.
Yeah.
Even if it's just the sex and they like, oh, you ain't about to be fucking somebody else the way you be fucking me because that's still. Thank you, mamas. Thank you, mamas. She wasn't playing. She was like, he was she was right. I thought somebody kidnapped
But
you.
yeah, but it's the thought that they get of you being with somebody else and doing
or
certain
somebody else
things
making
with
you
somebody else and it's
smile,
just like,
laugh. You make
But
somebody
they
else
won't
feel
do it. Like, why are you so mad that somebody else is doing it? If I asked you, this is what I want, this is what I need.
You know what it
to
is?
make you my 10.
It's kind of like that little kid effect. You know, you can ask a little kid to do something, say something like Jaylene. My wife says her call Chad, that's her uncle, and she's like, that's Chad. But then when Royalty would say uncle, she's like, that's my uncle.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
and it's not that serious until somebody else
Right.
is doing it.
yeah, exactly.
It's not that important. You don't see it.
Yeah.
You don't hear it, and then you see you see the response. You see how he responds to it. You see it's like, no, you is new. I've been here. This is, and that's how men feel. I've been
Yeah.
here. So I'm her happiness. I don't know why she responded to you like that. Like, I can be texting in the group. You don't even just be funny as hell. I can be laughing like, oh, you must be texting your boo. Like, nigga, no.
Right.
I don't even got no fucking boo. You my only boo. You just get on my nerves.
Yeah.
But that's the same thing. Like, it's that childishness in men. Like,
It's not even just men, it's women.
it's
too.
women. It's in
Because
that's what I'm saying,
It's
it's
just
human
the
nature.
point of the fact.
seeing what you want.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's having something and know you could have it. It's not that serious. Like, you know, like, I don't know, just anything. Like, even little kids who so spoiled. They so used to having certain things. You see when they can't get something, how they react. It's like the end of the world. It's like, oh shit. Hold up. Did you say no? Did you say no? My heart. Mom. Why are you saying no? That's men. You always did. The minute you like, don't fucking call me, I'm gonna have to kill this bitch. Because they not used to that. They not used to that. Now you hitting them where it's like, hold up, who is this? Who?
Yeah.
I was
Let them
texting
get somebody else's attention and stuff. You're like, oh,
Let
well,
you-
you do this way with this
Yo,
person,
let
but
you-
what the fuck?
Do one thing. Let
You
you
know?
look a little extra cute. It's like, you know,
Uh-huh.
who you in cute for?
Yeah.
Because it ain't for me. It's for me, nigga. The fuck? I can't look cute for myself. I only
Right.
can look cute for somebody else. I can't be happy for myself. I can't be.
Don't dress up and go somewhere.
Because now you about to get some pussy out.
Yeah. Now you fucking
you
the
out
whole
there,
world.
yeah, you out there fucking
You
up.
can't
it's
just
that
go out to
insecure-
have fun and
insecure-
show the fuck
insecure.
out. Like,
I told y'all I'm for the gram now, y'all. And I don't even post for the gram pictures. Like, you like y'all post little pictures in there. So like,
Oh my God.
take
She
it
always
like
gotta
this.
ask up. Jesus.
But not on the gram. Never
Only
on the
with
gram.
y'all. It's only with y'all.
Oh
We
my
do this
bitches
only
is
with
for
y'all.
the gram now. Like, I don't
Right.
understand. Like,
I was trying more fun.
All right, wrap
well, we
this
need some more drink.
up. Hey, y'all trying to get turned.
It's Thursday.
We got turned yesterday.
That's
on
y'all
Wednesday.
fault. That's a Wednesday. That
Y'all
was
seen
my
us last
plan.
night. That's probably why I feel the way I feel right now. Now that I think about it.
That's our
Yeah, it was all that.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I drink way
Yo, I
too
got
much.
hot dog legs.
Hot dog legs. This.
Lord have mercy.
You know, maybe
Done
because
heard
I'm
it
brown.
all.
This is hot dog legs. Like, you know how the hot dogs look fresh out the pack when they still be
Right.
firm?
All right. I'm done. Y'all don't listen to her.
This don't look like a hot dog leg. Look at it. It's like, look at that. Look at hot dog leg. This is.
I'm surprised Deshaun ain't on here. Let me add his ass.
Can't. Nope.
No,
Oh,
he
no,
can't because
yeah.
it's a girls' group. He can't. He won't even see.
So good. You know what?
He won't.
You could
You
talk
know
your shit.
what?
Yeah, he can't.
No, not just that. It's just the point. Because he was like, oh, I'm going to go on y'all
private.
stuff and say this and that and da da da. I'm like,
No,
well,
it's private. Only when we do, like, when we start doing the outside
Actual
podcast.
But he got to follow our actual podcast, and he can't say nothing because it's a podcast. He can just listen.
Only if she's in the
Okay.
group.
yeah.
Only the group is the only people that could respond to stuff, and
So you have to go see.
Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, I like it because it's confidential.
yeah, we can talk in here. That's why like people come in the
I
group
like that
and
it's
they
only
being
the
judgmental.
women and
Yeah, it's
stuff,
only
so,
women.
yeah.
If anybody comes in there that's
Negative is.
you get
Get the
blocked,
fuck out.
you get blocked and deleted, so you can't even come back and join later.
But what's the point of being negative when it's just
Because people, women are corny
positive
sometimes.
energy?
Yeah,
like,
we all just
not
go in
everybody
there
thinks
good
like
vibes.
But
that,
we've
though.
been, the group has, I'm going to just say, the group, we've been really good, y'all. Like, we've been with good energy. Like, everybody's been more open.
Yeah.
People been
Oh, I need that.
speaking. You trying to hide your stomach?
No, I just like the weight.
No.
That's what I have.
You know
Look,
what?
I put it back here
I want to
because
get
my
one
back.
of those weighted blankets.
Mm-hmm.
I slept with one at
Only thing they gonna make me sweat.
when
I cannot-
No, I didn't. I had a little baby one though, but it was a smaller one.
Get
But
you
I
a
did
big
that
full
at
body
Keisha's,
one. You
at
can be
Keisha's
like,
house. But it felt so good, like the way it felt like somebody was holding you,
Oh, that's
like
so
somebody was.
you don't
know,
need that.
Yes, I do. I want that.
good. I need that.
And in the winter, it's gonna be good because it's
They don't get winter here.
It gets winter.
It gets winter.
Shut up.
It gets winter.
We have
enough.
our seasons.
It gets winter enough.
We have our seasons.
Listen, I want to take a trip and I want to see snow.
Can we go skiing?
I told
we
you
gonna
to.
We
take
can
a
definitely
resort.
do that.
That's the
trying
only
to go to
time I
New
wanna
York.
go. No, fuck New York. I don't
Do
see
you
no
wanna go
dirty snow.
freaking-
I want to see some
She
good
wanna
snow.
go to- She want to go to the mountains and
Yes,
shit.
Yes.
listen. Why you listen? I was telling Veronica. I was
I'm not
like, look.
skiing. My
You
back
don't
is
have to
not
ski.
built
You can just ride the list and stuff. You can just
Listen,
be out there.
Anywho,
You
Veronica
skiing,
was
bitch?
like, because your birthday's around that time too, and her birthday is in
February.
January or whatever, and she was saying something.
Veronica, February.
No,
I thought.
she's January 12th.
Oh, I thought she was February. That's you, February.
I'm February.
Yeah.
That sounds like that's perfect time. We gonna win
So
ladies.
they can all. Well, I ain't. August.
Yeah, you passed. You
But
done.
summer.
Anyways,
You done.
yes. So
Shanika
she was saying
December.
something about getting a cabin somewhere, and because you know you can do all that stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
Somewhere
I
where
was
it's
thinking
guaranteed
that one
to
year
wake
for
up,
my
do a
birthday on my
women's
friend's
retreat.
swap. We could do a women's retreat. We gotta just find it for a good price because people gonna have to pay to fly and then whatever we're gonna be checking in
Yeah,
for
you
them.
can figure
Or
out
we could
all
do-
the flights and stuff now because I know with talking to Veronica, we can get something situated. She had something because she was supposed to take a trip and she wasn't able to do it because of the COVID shit.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to get
That's
that
why
together.
Yeah, we need
I
to get
wanted
it
to
to.
go
We
to
want to do our first
Jamaica.
women's retreat, but we just gotta. Honestly, it
Oh
could be
shit! I
like.
don't know if she want to do it just women's. I know she was talking about bringing
Well, I mean, people want to bring their boyfriends and stuff.
Yeah.
I guess that'll
like
be
a
fun.
couples. That she was
Yeah,
talking
we
about
could just
doing
have a night
couples
where we have a sit down with all the girls and
Yeah.
then just do like
And-
live or
right.
videos and
Let
stuff.
them
Yeah,
do
that's it. And
Yeah.
then do something. Yeah, but we could do a whole.
But that's what we were talking about. Me and Veronica were talking about that last night because she has freaking $40 in flights because she wasn't able to go to Hawaii.
You love
because of
me.
COVID.
We still on camera?
So we're
Yeah.
gonna do like a couple stay in the snow. So because we want to see, I
First
want
one.
to see snow.
They gotta
I've never
pay.
seen
I want to
it.
see some nice. I've seen some. I grew
Well,
up
what
with
if
dogs.
we don't have a man?
Then we'll come by yourself.
You're not gonna be watching y'all bitches
No,
go
you
Y'all
better
ain't
bring-
gonna be working
Well,
anyway.
bring your man.
all caked up.
You better bring your man.
I have a man. I'm just saying.
You
for
say you
people
better bring
that
your
don't-
man.
For people that don't.
You better bring your man.
He was taking him to the room.
For people that don't have a
They're gonna be
man.
doing something. I'm like,
I don't know. He might be.
I thought he was
busy,
gonna fall
though.
back asleep at the
No,
movie, but
you better make fucking time. It's gonna be in advance. We trying to get this
Huh?
stuff reserved now. That way everything can be paid in advance. Everything can be done.
Word. That's
be
what I'm
ready.
saying. That's how even we
How
book
much is it? Did you get like the pricing or no?
We gotta figure out where we want to
Do
go.
it.
I
And
thought you
then
said.
figure
Oh, I thought you
Because
already
the
had
flights
it.
is already there. We just pay her the money for the flights because she has to book it under her thing because she has
Oh.
credit.
Oh, okay. So she has credit already. That's smart.
Yeah.
Smart. I see. Oh,
And she has to use it, you know. How the fuck $12 for a goddamn Hawaii flight? That's how much the motherfuckers are?
Probably for two people, $600 a piece round trip.
That's not bad.
Oh, why you say
That's not bad at all.
That's about right.
Shit, I done paid $600 for a gallon one time. It was like 2 days before I
That's
had
their
to book the
actual
flight.
average.
That's why, because
That's
you
their
wait till the
average.
last minute. This is what I'm saying. If we want to do, if we want to do like a
Calories.
trip,
It depends where you find calories.
if you want to do a trip, we need to do it in advance.
Every
I don't
time.
like doing last minute stuff.
Just
I like to
make
get
it a whole
everything
thing.
done. Have what we're gonna do
third time he came
schedule.
out here.
Every time we walk by, I grab something.
You better start charging
Damn
that boy.
kids, boys, damn kids.
He's too big for that. Him and his big kid.
All right, we logging off.
Charge them niggas.
My grandbaby could be here for free.
The baby's good. The
Yeah.
grown-ups.
The grown-ups.
No, you have to do something with. Listen, I ain't playing around.
Bye.
I'm about to say, charge them all.
Wait, said
Yeah.
charge them all.
Bye, y'all.
So guys,
We out of
thanks
here.
for tuning in. We'll be back
Yes.
next
We supposed to
Thursday.
be- We gotta
Rashida
work on
won't
our
be here, but
We gotta work on. Oh, I felt the burn.
what happened? He grilling you?
Yes.
Yes.
Because
Shit.